let's dive right in to the
All right, I'm good.
PlayStation Showcase that happened yesterday. So
First off, I want to say the intro was too long and confusing.
the intro was
The games.
the intro was a little weird. I thought it was a game. I thought it was a game trailer as well, but it was not.
Yeah, I'm like, here, wow, these graphics look crazy.
Yeah. No, it was absolutely not a.
No.
It was, I thought it was pretty cool. If anything, it was so kind of to describe it to you guys. It's two people playing chess against each other, and whatever's happening on the chessboard is like a live action of what's happening on said board. Of how the pawns are moving, the knights are moving, etc. Then they do these actions to choreograph the moving in chess. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool idea.
I did think that light up chessboard was kind of dope though.
Yes, I think a lot of people would like the light up chessboard. It's very, very cool to watch.
That was pretty sick. Nice touch.
Yes.
For sure.
But honestly, there's a lot of good stuff that happened in the showcase. Honestly, they really pulled their weight.
They did. They did.
So, where would you like to dive into first?
It's your call, man. You're straight.
My call. Alrighty.
Out or...
So yeah, we can try to see how many we can get through. So a lot of these I'm not really sure of, because there's a lot of these I haven't played before. But Knights of the Old Republic remake was one for me that I didn't really get excited about, but a lot of people were blowing up Twitter as it was happening.
True. Yeah, I saw a lot of people, like, Twitter was blowing up pretty good. With what Lil showed, I am interested, especially coming off of the last Star Wars game.
Oh, what was it? Oh, you're talking about Squadrons?
No. I mean, well, that's good too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking.
Fallen Order.
Think of the
Jedi Fallen Order, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking if they do something that's follows somewhat what Fallen Order did, I think it'd be an amazing game.
Okay.
I want to see gameplay before it's a must buy for me.
I think they'll do that eventually. I don't see why not.
But yeah, I mean, it could be good. It has the possibility, and like you said, it has that fan base behind it that can definitely make that game instead of break it.
So I did, I did also see on Twitter. I think like yesterday, or a couple hours after the showcase was over, or early today, that the remake will be coming to PC as well. It's not just exclusive to PlayStation. So it'll be on PlayStation and PC.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually really surprised on PlayStation that they actually are bringing their games to PC.
True. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go on like a little tangent real quick.
Go.
I don't get why people are freaking out that PS4 or PS5 games are coming to PC. I really don't get the issue there. I don't know what the problem is. I know Sony ponies are like, no, we have our games. We don't want anyone else to have it. But I mean, honestly, like the only thing I could see this as a negative is, and it's such a small negative, is it's just gonna bolster the audacity of like the PC master race people.
Oh, I know those people.
I get those assholes all the time. They're like, "Oh, you're a console peasant. You're beneath me," and it's like, dude, get the over yourself.
I know.
I know, just like Sony ponies and Xbox, that's like a small margin of, of the community, but still, that is like my only issue with it. But other than that, I can care less. Go for it. Spread the love.
Absolutely. Kind of off topic here. This kind of just came to my head. Epic Games won their court case against Apple.
Oh, no kidding. No.
Yeah, I saw the Facebook page. I put it on the Millennium Games Facebook page, so it's there if you want to read it. I don't remember if I put it on here yet. I'll have to do it soon. But yeah, Epic Games won their case against Apple. I forget what they have to do though. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because it just popped up in my head. Um, the game after that was called Project Eve.
Yes. Okay, and before we get into this,
Sure.
do you remember what I said, like at the tail end of the trailer? Do you remember?
Not really. We were talking about Bayonetta a lot.
Yeah, we were. And that's part of like my notes here. It
Okay.
is very Ninja Gaiden
Yes,
and
very.
Bayonetta like.
Yes.
Um, but I said what it would be insane if this was a Parasite Eve.
Parasite Eve.
And a Parasite Eve. Yeah. It's an old like PS2 game.
Oh.
It's about a parasite that, it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse, but it's not at the same time.
Okay.
It's an old game. I unfortunately never played the series, but I've watched it, and it looks like an amazing game back in its time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people that are thinking that Project Eve is Parasite Eve.
Okay.
And is like a new iteration or maybe like a remake of some sort. But
Without using the
that's
original
kind of,
title.
well, I mean, and Eve is in the title.
Oh,
So
I see.
and that and just how like the creatures looked, it looked very Parasite. And
Oh,
I
okay.
think you looked, I think you even said that like during the gameplay trailer that it said Parasite somewhere in the trailer.
I don't
So
remember. Shit.
um and so yeah, the because of that, people, and
People are
I kind of
speculating.
agree. Yeah, I think it might be like a
Oh, that's pretty
new
cool.
Parasite Eve. Yeah, which will make, a good more amount of people happy about
Mm-hmm.
that, because
Yeah, it's a very stylish combat system, like Bayonetta.
sure. Yeah, very Bayonetta, very Ninja Gaiden with the hack and slash.
Yes. Yeah,
It's, but yeah,
yeah.
for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, the art stuff, it looked great. The graphics were good. Uh,
Very interesting.
it
Yeah.
does look very interesting. I'll give it that. It's a very interesting thing.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'll have to see more for it, but I
Of
don't know if
course.
it's like a day one for me.
It's not gonna be day one for me. I think that might be that game for me might be one of the games that will be like a if the price was cut to a certain amount, and I'll grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like on those fence games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next game has been exciting a lot of people. It's Tiny Tina's Bunkers and Badasses, the Wonderful World, something like that.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Wonderland, that's it. Yes, it's based off of Bunkers and Badasses. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yeah.
A lot of people are very excited for this one.
I think it looks good, and it definitely looks like, Borderlands,
Yeah.
the true form that they are. But I have to say, I'm not interested.
No.
As far as much as I want to be, because Borderlands 2 is such a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just, I don't know. Borderlands 3 just kind of like ruined it for me. It
Oh, I
wasn't as
see. Yeah.
interesting, and I lost interest way too quick.
Mm-hmm.
The villains to me were kind of like meh. So it was
Yeah.
just, I don't know,
I was
man.
never a fan of the Borderlands series. I played it. I played 2 with a couple of buddies on the co-op, but honestly, 3 as well for a little bit. But it's just I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, 2 had me like crying because it was so funny.
Yeah, a lot of people said
Especially,
that.
especially Handsome Jack, dude. That
Oh yeah.
Handsome Jack is probably one of the best characters of all time. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he was, or at least one of the best villains of all time. He was. Oh my god, he was hilarious.
um, I remember when E3 when Gearbox is doing their presentation for E3. Unfortunately for Gearbox, and what their presentation was not great. It wasn't that good.
No.
I think the only thing was Tiny Tina's Wonderland that really saved. I say with quotation marks saved that presentation. because everything else was not great.
Yeah, and like I said, if they were to make a solo game based off of one character in
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands, it
Yeah,
would have to be Tiny Tina. She
absolutely.
is the biggest personality in the entire franchise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God.
So yeah, I mean you'd have to.
Yeah, absolutely. So for Forspoken, the game after that, this was shown in E3 this year, and I believe it was shown in last year with a different name. Now, in the PlayStation Showcase, we find out that she's not from the original game setting. She's from a whole different. She's from like modern day.
Yeah, which adds a completely new complexity to the story, and I like that.
Yeah,
I've been following this game since it was the Unreal Engine or the Unreal 4 engine demo.
that's right. You mentioned that it was that first.
Yeah, it was that, and then it became Project. I think it was like Project Athena.
I think I remember. I think that's the one they showed a few years back.
Yeah, it was Project Athena, and
Mm-hmm.
then and then recently they released it as Forspoken.
Forspoken.
Yeah, and
Let's
then what they showed, I mean,
It
it
looks
just made the game
fantastic.
looks. Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, the graphics on Forspoken are ridiculous.
I should be looking at my notes. It was Project Athea.
Athea. Athea. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Close enough.
I was close.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Instead of right, I went Greek goddess.
There you go.
But yeah, it looks so much better than where they like. I mean, they definitely touched it up quite a bit since the last time they showed it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's definitely gonna be a must buy for me.
Oh my god. Yeah. The spells in the game look like a more graphically enhanced version of a battle royale wizard game. I don't know if you ever heard of it. I forget what the name is called. I know if Alex was still here, he can tell me this because he played it a lot.
Is it Spellbreak?
It might be Spellbreak. Actually, I think it might be Spellbreak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed like a lot. I noticed a lot of similarities between the spell graphics and Spellbreak and the way they look against Forspoken, and they look very very similar, almost exact depending on the spell.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it looks good, man. I liked how they like in the trailer, like she trapped that guy in the like water.
Yeah, the water bubble.
Then,
yes.
And then froze it once it like burst and went everywhere. And
yeah, there might be. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of combos you have to learn. A lot of buttons you need to remember too. I think it's gonna be like one of those type of games where combos are important. You got to remember them.
Hey, I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I'm down with that.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Now this next one didn't really catch my eye the first time. Didn't catch my eye the second time, and it's not catching my eye the third time. It's
I am. Yeah, like I said, the only reason, like when we were watching, the only reason I'd buy this game, is if you and the rest of the group bought it.
Yeah. So exactly.
Get to the name of the game though.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. The name of the game. So this is Rainbow Six's new game, Extraction. This is their 3-man team PvE against this outbreak virus that in previous seasons had in their own Rainbow Six Siege game with when Finka and Lion came out. So this is an extension of that. It's their own game, and I gotta admit the features are cool. That when one of your teammates gets captured, you gotta go on a mission. There's an actual mission and extract them, yes, and save them.
Yeah.
Which I do think is cool. But the more I look at this gameplay, the more I look at this gameplay, it's not. I don't like it. I really don't.
I'm so uninterested in Rainbow Six Extraction. I literally, for my notes, just put not interested.
There you go. Exactly. I'm telling you, dude, Joker has notes. I have no notes. I'm just talking out of my ass here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and then of course when it first came out for Rainbow Six Siege, it was called Outbreak.
Yes.
And
it was
I remember that, and it was rough. It was rough back
Yep, I
then.
remember. I remember. Yep.
I mean, it was maybe one step up from Metal Gear Survive.
I've never played
Which
the Metal Gear Survive. I heard it wasn't great.
it was terrible, man. It was terrible. It was brutal.
Ouch.
It was. But yeah, and then to celebrate the Extraction game that's coming out, they recently, I think back in July, did a to like early August, did like a extinction event where like you're
I think I remember that. I think I've somewhat remember that.
yeah, where your attackers were like legit the attackers, but then
Mm-hmm.
the defenders were like the quotations zombie slash infected.
Okay.
So and then, but the thing is that the infected had like stupid amount of health. Like the attackers had like 100 health, but the infected had like 800.
Oh, what the fuck? All right.
It was unbalanced as shit.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
so you would need like 2 or 3 guys to like take out one of the defenders.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we can probably say we can move away from extraction. There was
Yeah.
just a little bit, but the next one, the Alan Wake remaster. This one here was a lot of people were blowing up when this came out on Twitter. I think it was like what the day before the showcase came out or 2 days before.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people were talking about it, and there were a little bit of rumors that there could be a second one coming out. Don't know if it's Xbox or PlayStation or it's all platforms. But
It's all platforms.
well, no, I'm talking about the if they do the new game. But that
the new game.
the rumored new game, the sequel or something like that.
The rumored new game is only Xbox and PC exclusive.
Oh, okay.
It's not PlayStation. Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Which I respect it. I respect Microsoft doing their thing, but
Absolutely.
it's a disappointment for sure because I love Alan Wake.
Alan Wake was a fun game.
On 360 was one of my favorite games.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved I can't remember the DLC, but I love that DLC as
I
well.
didn't know there was a DLC. I never played it.
You never played? Oh man, that was
no,
good
I never
too.
played the DLC.
It was kind of short, but it was still pretty good. Still the same Alan Wake. Just mechanics and just style that it has. I do have one kind of nitpick about the remaster though.
Sure.
And that is, I kind of wish it was a remake and not a remaster.
I think a lot of people might be thinking what you are because it's so far in between when it released and then to now in the current generations.
I mean, we're talking 2-generation gap here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it deserved a remake and not a remaster. But I understand they're doing the new one, so they really can't.
It's still rumored. We don't know if it might end up in development hell. We don't even know what name for it is yet. We don't know when the Alan Wake series is going to be in. Maybe in future Control because in the in DLC, it's canon. So
it is canon.
It's canon
with Control. Yeah.
Yep.
It does come out October 5th, which is one day before Far Cry 6.
It does.
So yeah, it's definitely a must buy for me because I love the original. So,
yeah. Yes. I think I might grab it.
Even if it has slightly increased graphics and sound.
Yeah, it's not. All that, yeah, so to the people in the chat that don't understand between a remaster and a remake, remaster is they're basically taking the entire game and they're giving it a buff. They're making it a little bit better. Yeah. Like the controls, they're tuning. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, they're tuning settings, making the graphics better, kind of making the gameplay of the controllers feel better. Now, a remake is they're making this game from the bottom up, like they did. Like Final Fantasy VII is a great example because
it is
early Final Fantasy VII was it was a pixel game. It was a pixelized game with a turn order. New the Final Fantasy VII remake is not like that. They still have the aspect of controlling other characters and picking their moves, but it's a hack and slash. It's a third-person hack and slash game. So That's basically going to be remaster and remake. I don't think we
Yeah,
really
I
need.
also
Sorry, go ahead. No, you first.
I was gonna say I also wish it came out like November instead of October
Yeah, a
because
lot of things coming out in October.
there is so much coming out in October. So
October's packed full of shit.
it is like October and February is gonna be
Oh.
stupid.
So I don't think we really need to talk about GTA 5 all that much. It's just they really just sent out a release date for the PS5 version, which is what, March 22nd?
Yeah. It was supposed to be November 22nd.
Yes, I
I
remember.
believe.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they pushed it.
Which makes me wonder: are they gonna extend the 1 million free handouts every month until March 22nd now, or
Well, if I
because
remember correctly, they didn't. There was nothing about a free upgrade either.
yeah, yeah, they
So
well, was it free? I don't know.
that's the thing. I didn't see anything in the trailer about them saying, "Oh, if you own it for the PS4, it's a free upgrade to the PS5." They didn't.
Okay.
They. I don't think they said anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know how my like my interest for the game is kind of
I know. Yeah,
dived.
it's absolutely. It's been around for God 9 years now, right?
Yeah,
Almost
it's
10.
going into its third generation. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting yeah. I mean, the only time I get somewhat excited about, GTA is when I get a car. So
Yeah.
when I win one,
Yeah.
that's about it.
All right. The next game. I'm sure Joker has been on his seat when we want to talk about this for a while. I know you had your choice words when we watched it yesterday. But basically, the game's called Ghostwire Tokyo. It's been talked about for a while. And Joker, please, this is your game. Go right ahead. Tell them. I tell them what it's about.
I'm hyped about this game. I am. It's essentially, if I were to describe it to someone, I would say it's a very Kojima kind of weird game with like a Fatal Frame spin on it.
Okay.
And I loved old Fatal Frame games, and but essentially what it is I don't know like the main storyline. I don't think really they have like
No, I don't.
established what the like story to it really is.
I don't think
But
so
like
either.
from what we got from the trailer though, there's like this magical villain, like a ancient Japanese magical villain that is taking over the city and basically turning them into human zombies, like controlling them, but like they're possessed by spirits,
Mm.
and then you got like your character does some like almost Naruto hand signals and abilities to defeat these ghosts and fight the evil spirits to take out this evil villain. And but it definitely feels Kojima like,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's very like Death Stranding bizarre, but I am so down for it
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. So but yeah, it is very unique, and but if you like Fatal Frame and Kojima stuff, you're gonna be into this game for sure.
I think
But
that's.
that's
Sorry, go ahead.
that's all I really got on it. There's not a whole
Okay.
lot of like material to like really grab on with this game.
Yeah, no, they didn't show a
So
lot.
no,
Yeah, I know they
that's
didn't show a
very
lot.
little story. Yeah, no real setup to what's going on. So
No, no. Sorry, 1 second. One
oh, you're
second.
good, man.
Yeah. Ray decided to play some Baby Yoda for everybody. Um,
Gotcha.
Now this next game was shown at E3 by I believe Ubisoft. Guardians of the Galaxy by
Yep.
Eidos Montreal.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? When they showed the gameplay for E3, I was excited for it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And I hope that it looks as good as it did then. They didn't do a lot when it comes to kind of like an update. They did more like a scene to scene type of thing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it was not a gameplay thing. It was not a
more of a storyboard
Yeah,
cutscene.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it was.
Yes, thank you.
Uh, yeah, no problem.
Better way to explain than what I did, but yes.
Yeah.
Just a quick little thing. When does that come out again? Is that November?
It's October.
October. That's another October game. Holy shit. That's
Yeah, I think it's like October 26th or something
oh
like
my
that.
good lord.
There's so much coming down.
So
in
much
October.
coming down the
It's
line in
stupid.
October. So much coming down the line.
So because of that, it looks good. I want to play it, but it's not a day one for me.
No, is it worth the full price? Maybe not.
Yeah, that I don't know. But if it's for me, it definitely is. It's a later time game.
Absolutely.
Or maybe if you see it on sale for a decent price or something.
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Now
But,
this, yeah. So now the next one here, we I don't know if you had any more words for Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, I'm good, man.
Okay, yeah, that one was kind of self-explanatory. Kind of, it's here. There's shit in it, and that's basically all they really show. They didn't show anything explicit.
Actually, I do have something.
Oh.
I do wish. I mean, I like the gameplay of it,
Okay.
and I think it's cool that you get to be the Guardians. I do wish that you could switch between the Guardians, though.
You can't. Well, you mean like just playing the Guardians, not just play Peter Quill and tell the others to do actions. Okay,
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wish you could be like you could have a turn to be like Rocket Raccoon.
I see. Understandable.
Or Thrax, whatever.
Thrax, yeah.
Thrax, yeah.
Thrax.
Thrax, hey, he kills stuff.
He does kill stuff. He kills stuff. That's all you need to know about Thrax. Yeah,
there you
go. Nothing gets past his head. He's too fast.
That's right. And because he moves so slow, he's invisible.
Yes. Yeah. This I've never really heard of Blood Hunt. Apparently, it's been out for a while. Is that right?
Not to my knowledge.
Either that or it's in beta, because I've seen a couple of streamers play it already. I think Sohinki has been playing Blood Hunt.
Okay, it could be beta on PC.
Yeah, it could be beta. Yeah. Blood Hunt basically is a vampire battle royale, with different class vampires. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's another battle royale. What are you gonna do with vampires? So, from what I can tell, there's guns, there's different abilities. That's pretty much it.
And is this supposed to be free to play?
I believe so. Yes, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's free to play. There was one thing on Twitter about it saying that they really missed an opportunity to make the circle, like the sun shining up. That's it's like burning the vampires to death.
Yeah.
I agree with them. They should have had that instead of whatever they have now, which I don't know what it is. This game right here has been talked about for about a year now, I think, or pretty damn close to it. Deathloop.
Yeah.
This is a very, very taught up game, and I know you, Joker, were very excited about. We're excited about grabbing it now as when you first saw it.
Yeah. I mean, I pre-ordered it a while ago, and I'm gonna be playing it in like 3 days. So honestly, for me, this game kind of fell in like Horizon Forbidden West.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen enough. I really didn't need to see more. You've already had at least one deep dive talking about the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you should have just left the rest of it to our imagination and just, let us build the hype for it and do it our own,
Yeah, absolutely. They showed a lot of it, actually, like a shit ton.
They did, and yeah, I kind of regret, I kind of hope they didn't do that, and hopefully, you can show too much.
Absolutely, I completely agree.
Yeah, I mean, so hopefully they didn't do that, but
I hope so too.
It should be a good game though, and of course I already pre-ordered it, so
I know you did.
It's definitely a buy for me.
I don't know if it is for me. Honestly, it looks a lot like it looks a lot like Dishonor a little bit. And you have to be you
Well,
kind of have to be creative in Dishonored, and I'm not creative, so I just end up looking like an idiot and just slashing shit.
yeah. Well, I think it is made from the people that made Dishonored.
Oh, that makes sense. Site says I've been avoiding most things about it, pre-ordered, and will stream it first day.
Nice.
He loves Dishonored and he loves time loops. I mean, yeah, the time loop thing is cool.
Yeah.
Arcane Studios is who made Deathloop and
Okay.
Dishonored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this next one was a weird one for myself and Joker. This was around the time when Hare decided to hop in with us and watch the rest of it. Tachia or something like that.
Oh, you're missing one actually.
Which one am I missing?
Kid Amnesia.
Oh, that's right. That's
But
right.
It was such a small show.
So small. So small.
I mean, it was maybe 15 seconds.
Like, they didn't show anything. There was really a story. It was a teaser trailer. They showed a teaser trailer for this game.
And it seems to be a horror game of some sort. Honestly, I need to see more before I get interested in it.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it could be good. Hopefully, it doesn't turn out to be like abandoned.
I mean, I guess we'll find out. That's the best we can do.
Shit show. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I forgot about Kid Amnesia because I was going to write the name down, but I forgot what it was called, so I just left it alone.
Yeah. But the way it's spelled, it's Kid Amnesia.
Yes. Yeah.
Weird.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes. The next one, Tachia. It's one of those very hyper cartoon looking games, where this person is either some sort of shaman or some sort of mystic that can take over animals, and it has one of those straight up normal stories. This island's in trouble. I guess they have a bad spirit inside it. Please go save it.
So for me, this looked like Doki V, which is like a lot of people are losing their shit about that game.
Okay.
But I think it to me it looked like or felt like Concrete Genie, and then
never played Concrete Genie. I still have it.
I have and then also with possessing other stuff.
Is it stuff or animals or both?
I don't know.
I thought it was animals last I remember.
But that definitely has a very Mario Odyssey feel to it as well.
Oh, like a collecting type of game?
Well, no, Mario Odyssey, you're literally the Hattie or whatever its name is.
Yeah, Hattie.
You could throw it on anything and
I see. Oh, I see. Okay. So kind of like you're talking about the okay.
The mechanics.
Thank you. Yes.
Odyssey. Yes. Yeah, for sure. And then also for some reason when I saw it, it made me think of Animal Crossing.
It looked like it, right? It looked like a very action Animal Crossing.
Horizon gone wild.
Horizon. Wait. Oh my god, that's weird.
I didn't mean like that, but like
no,
like a batshit version of Horizon. Although that'd be kinky.
No. That game is way too childish for you to say that word, man. Oh, that's awful. I can't believe you said that. Ew.
I know.
Ew.
I hate myself right now.
I hope you do. Oh god. So why don't we just backtrack this mess and talk about the next one. So they're coming out with an Uncharted Legacy collection, which will now include the first 3 games, if I can move my fingers correctly, number 4, and Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Uncharted games. I played 1 through 4. I have not played Lost Legacy yet, but I love the Uncharted games. I really do.
Lost Legacy was pretty good, but it was short, unfortunately.
Yeah. look, I know it's your typical Sony exclusive third person and single player adventure. You know what? It was a fun fucking adventure, and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I the thing is that I think Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy look good enough,
hmm
and I think they should have just done free upgrades instead of like a remastered collection type of thing.
Yeah, for the first three.
Yeah, just for the first three, do like a remastered,
Yeah.
but for like Uncharted 4 and Lost
Oh
Legacy,
right, those were on PS4. That's right.
yeah, just do like an upgrade, free upgrade for them. I don't understand why they're in there. It's
Why they're
that
in the
to me
legacy?
seemed,
Well,
yeah. Why have it? Part of it kind of seemed weird. When I mean, still looks amazing, and
oh yeah,
Lost
it
Legacy
does.
still looks great.
I'm sure it does.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so not a lot talking about that. It's they're making a legacy collection. So I still want Sly Cooper, and I'm very sad that it's not on this list. I'm so sad that it's not on there.
I got disappointments of no shows, so I'll get into that later.
Okay, okay, yeah, 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 absolutely. So this one took me for a loop. I didn't understand it when I first saw it. Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, it's fucking Wolverine made by Insomniac Games.
How can you go wrong?
How can it go wrong? Insomniac Games has been on the ball as of
Yeah.
late.
And honestly, I don't know how they sleep because they're pumping these things
They
out so
are.
often.
It's ridiculous.
Out of the last year, we both got Miles Morales
Oh,
and the remastered for
yes.
Spider-Man.
Oh, you got the remaster. I already played Spider-Man earlier. But
Yeah.
yeah, still, whatever. That whatever. Argument's sake.
And Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, it's them too. Absolutely. Yeah, Insomniac Games has been literally on the ball, on their toes, and they're on fire right now.
Well, they're living up to their name.
Hell yeah, they are.
Sure.
Because if I remember correctly, Insomniac Games was an independent studio before they before they were with Sony, right? Because they also made Sunset Overdrive, which is an Xbox exclusive.
Yes, yeah, they did.
So like they're known for their good games, and the fact that they're working with Marvel to make these games even better is fantastic. I don't know what they're gonna make Wolverine look like, because in the comics, the dude is 5 feet tall.
It's true.
Which is why he's called the Wolverine.
He is an oversized midget.
He's an oversized midget. Oh no! But it's in the movies. Yeah, so a little tidbit for you. Wolverine in the comics is 5 feet tall. And if you ever played the Marvel vs. Capcom game, that's his right height.
Yeah.
Yes, that's his right height.
Yeah. I mean, definitely we're hyped for this game.
I'm so hyped. I can't wait for this one.
But
2023.
my only thing, yeah, I've been watching reactions to like the most hyped games they showed yesterday, and one person brought something up that kind of like could concern me.
What's that?
At the same time, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Is hopefully, I'm losing my voice already.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the gameplay doesn't feel too similar to Spider-Man.
Yes, you're right. Because honestly, I agree with you there. You're right. I agree.
Because you gotta have Wolverine has to have its own flow and its own.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
And yeah, so hopefully they don't make it too.
No, he's a clunkier fighter. He doesn't have a lot of combos on him like Spider-Man does.
No, he's just straight like I'm gonna
slash and stab. Slash and stab.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to kind of explain what it was a teaser trailer, probably about 15 to 30 seconds long. It was just the guy comes into a bar, everybody's dead and bloody, and you just see a faceless Wolverine on the counter, takes his claws out. That's basically what it is.
Well, actually, what happened is that he was already in the bar. He just got up again, and he was approaching.
Oh, okay, he got up again. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, he was approaching Wolverine with a knife, and then that's when he decided to pull out the claws.
Yes.
and did that. Yeah,
What was our first guess when we first saw this? I don't remember what it was. Either you or Harris said it.
it was probably hair, because I was more just like watching
Yeah.
to see if it was Spider-Man.
Because I saw the hair and I saw the bigger body of like, oh my god, that's fucking Wolverine. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, holy shit, it's Wolverine.
I think after you said that, I chimed in like, "Oh, you're probably right on that one."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very psyched about that. I'm very psyched about Insomniac's games. They're just so good.
And what really makes me even more hyped about this game is the potential for future solo Marvel games.
Yes.
Like, can you imagine a Doctor Strange game?
Oh my god, what the mechanics for that shit, man.
Yeah, sign me up, dude. Only Iron Man game. Sign me up.
Well, they did an Iron Man game already.
Did they?
They did a couple. Well, not Insomniac, but they did another company did Iron Man game. That. Absolutely, yes.
Maybe is that like on PC only or something? Or?
No, this was on console. This was a console game. Yeah.
Oh, it was VR. That's what it was.
No, I'm pretty sure they did an Iron Man game before that though. I may maybe think of the VR, but I think they actually made
it. Probably thinking of VR. Yeah.
Maybe.
They did a solo VR game, and I don't own or plan to get a VR anytime.
No, my father loves the VR. So that's probably why I remember it.
Yeah.
See, I knew it. Iron Man 2, the video game, was on PlayStation 3. I knew there was just a straight up game for Iron Man.
Oh, what was it on?
It was on PlayStation 3.
Oh, I never had a PS3. So
it was made by Sega.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm shocked too.
Yeah, I was straight Xbox back in that day.
Right, yeah. So was I, but I think it was also on the 360. I think it was all platforms. I don't remember it either. But yeah, I do remember there was an Iron Man game, just straight up Iron Man.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that would be dope though. I mean, yeah, but I mean, just like future, just solo, Marvel games. Let's go.
I'm ready. So we have 3 more games, and I think you'll like what you hear because I know I did when I saw these last 2 at least. I was basically jumping up and down. You get that Joker and Harry can attest to the fact that how loud, not loud, like how girlish I sounded. Fangirling.
Let's go.
Like I was ready for these last 2. Okay, so before that, they did show off Gran Turismo 7. It is an older IP than Forza is, I believe, right? Because Forza is number 5 right now.
Yeah, Gran Turismo came out, had to be like somewhere in early 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For what we saw, it was a straight up racing game. You can decal your own car, buy your other cars. It's nothing different. But when it comes to graphics and setting, I think Forza still takes the cake here.
Oh, for sure. Hands down.
Forza always takes the cake here.
And Forza Horizon series is my favorite racing series of all, like racing franchise of all. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Yeah.
And Gran Turismo 7, I wasn't into 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm not a GT fan, and I'm still not one. I think the best part of that trailer is they had like a Castlevania style music or soundtrack in the beginning of it, and that kind of brought me back to like SOTN, and that was like the best part for me about that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So couldn't care less.
Yeah, honestly, if I was a racing fan, and unfortunately I'm not, I would play Forza. I would buy and play Forza. That's just not me though.
Yeah. You're more of an arcade racer than a sim racer anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Joker, the final 2. The final 2 was something that people have been asking for a very, very long time.
Oh, I've been so much.
I think this one was longer than the last one. Because this when Spider-Man came out for the PS4, it was fantastic. You play it, the web slinging around the city, you could do it for hours and hours on end and not get bored.
It literally brought me back to Spider-Man 2.
The movement in the game was awesome, and I loved it.
Which, until Spider-Man PS4, Spider-Man 2 held the throne.
Yeah, the other Spider-Man games were not great. They had decent hits, but it didn't compare.
Yeah.
Then, about what, a year later, maybe a year later, came out Spider-Man Miles Morales, talking about the successor himself. Again, it was basically in addition to the Spider-Man game, not a lot different, but the powers were very cool.
But yet, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the only problem I had with Miles Morales is it was a little short. I wish it.
It did feel a little short. Yes.
I wish there was more to do.
I also didn't like the villain in Miles Morales.
Yeah, the Taskmaster, or was that wasn't Taskmaster?
No, Taskmaster was a side villain.
In the first one, yeah. Who was that?
It was a clan. It started off as a clan, and then.
Man, I can't believe I forget it.
Me too. It's as far as you know, spoilers by the way for Miles Morales. Haven't played it. The leader of the maker, the Tinkerer, the person who was the Tinkerer.
Gotcha.
And then there was one more person. I can't think of it. If anybody in the chat remembers the main villain of Miles Morales, please let us know, because I think the Tinkerer was part of the big villain, but I don't know if that was the main one. I think it might be the Tinkerer in that clan.
Well, I do know it was a corporation.
There was a corporation. I remember that too.
Yeah.
We're getting sidetracked because this next game that has been announced is Spider-Man II.
I wish released.
Yes. So the name is called Spider-Man 2 for now. They could change the name, but it's called Spider-Man 2. You're gonna have Peter Parker and Miles Morales fighting together to fighting the main villain, Venom.
And Kraven.
Oh yeah, I did hear Kraven's voice, yeah. So maybe
Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, Kraven the Hunter. I think Kraven the Hunter is gonna be the main villain, and Venom is gonna be like the second in command kind of villain.
Ooh, you think so?
I think so.
Ooh.
Or maybe because Venom is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Maybe he is just more of a problematic for the two.
Well, yeah. Right now, in this teaser trailer they gave us, he did not look like an anti-hero. He was a straight up villain that was ready to kill Spider-Man.
He looked straight up villain.
He was ready to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so excited when this came out. When this I keep saying release because I want it to be released. When this got announced, and I was so excited. When we saw the Spider-Man logo. Oh my god.
Yep. We started losing it.
I just couldn't believe it. Yes. I'm imagining I'm imagining like duo finishers, bunch of maybe another power that Miles Morales finds out. The suits are gonna be dope. That was one thing as well. The suits in Spider-Man are fantastic. Oh.
Just to go off of your what you're saying there, and then going back to Wolverine.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the suits for Wolverine that they're gonna do?
If they do that. But yes, that'll be very cool.
I'm sure they will. I mean, look what all they did for Spider-Man, and I know Spider-Man has a lot of suits.
Yeah.
Suits he wears and stuff, but I mean, they could put their own spin on a couple of Wolverine.
They could. You're not wrong. They could do that too. Maybe don't make it exactly like they did for Spider-Man in that menu. Maybe I don't know.
So they did the White Spider for PS4s.
Yeah.
They might do their own spin for Wolverine.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting sidetracked again.
Absolutely, we are 100%.
But anyway, yeah. Here's the thing: is a lot of people are thinking or hoping that that Spider-Man 2 is going to be co-op, and if it is, that will be sick.
That was my first
Don't get me
thought.
wrong.
That was my first thought. Maybe there'll be some like two-player co-op type of thing.
Maybe that might be like an end game type
Maybe.
situation.
Maybe.
But I'm thinking, and this is just me, is I think when Miles Morales and Peter Parker tag team and rolled that guy up uh in the trailer, I think that was a cutscene.
Oh.
I don't think that was. I
No,
don't
you
think
may be
that
right.
was.
You may be right.
I don't think that was co-op gameplay going on there. And I think if they did co-op, I think because Insomniac is such a story-based
It is a
company.
very big story-based company. Yes.
I think if they did co-op or they did have Miles and Peter teaming up and during gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be like Batman and Robin, how they teamed up during Arkham Knight.
That was you know what, Joker? That was my exact thought as well. Yes, that was my exact thought.
I think it could be that where you could just
Yes.
like call a command like, "Hey, do this," and we could just like stun his ass or something.
Absolutely, yes. I completely yes. That's correct.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's how it's gonna go. But who knows? If there's
Who knows?
co-op, that would be amazing.
Maybe Insomniac Games will surprise us with the gameplay because they tend to do.
Or maybe have like a secondary mode where you can hang out with a friend.
That'd be cool. Yeah, absolutely. That could also work. Yeah. There's a lot of we're using a lot of speculation right now. A lot of speculation.
Yeah. It's all gonna be for another like year and a half.
Oh God, that it hurts me so much to hear that it's in 2023.
I mean, it does, but it
I know
also makes sense.
It makes sense because you have to make they need to take the time to make the game better. I get it. I do.
Yeah. But then look, I mean, what Spider-Man PS4 was announced in 2016?
I think so, yes.
And then they released it in what, like 2018?
I think so. Yeah, it took them 2 years. Yep.
So, I mean, it would line up with the last one. So.
Absolutely. So, before we jump into the last one, which I think is my personal favorite, and I can't believe it actually happened. This was my game that I wanted to see, and I'm glad I did see it. But before we talk about that just a little bit, there was word going around, just a little itsy bitsy here, that Sony would show their new PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
It is out there. Don't get me wrong. It is out there. There are people that have been able to go inside into the PS5's thing. And I saw one video saying the heatsink on the Pro is smaller than the one on the original. So
yeah, and I heard that initially, like, they were saying it was inferior technology.
Yes, it was an inferior to the original. Yes.
Yeah, like the components were like inferior plastic or something, or material.
It is out there though. There is proof that it is out there that it has been built. Maybe they don't call it a Pro. Maybe they call it, I don't know. Maybe they call it a Slim, like they did with the others.
Yeah, but I've heard now that apparently that's a lie, and that it actually runs better than an original.
Really? So they are saying it runs better than the original.
That's what I saw. Is they're saying it runs good now, and that the people that reviewed it before were maybe got a bad version of it or something.
Maybe.
Or just they were wrong.
They could be wrong. Like there is a machine out there, but this is more speculation. This is what we take. I guess we're taking our experience as gamers for a very long time and just kind of speculating on what we think is going to be the next console is going to be, or what their next big thing is going to be for this, because they have been talking about it. But I digress. It's time to. This was the final game that they have shown for this showcase. There has been memes on this game from Corey, which is the producer of the Corey Halrog, right? Or if I remember correctly, it's Corey something. And
Corey Bar. Is that Balrog? Yeah, it might be Barlog.
Barlog? Corey Barlog. I may be wrong here if anybody wants to correct. Balrog. Thank you, Nick. So Corey Balrog was saying, oh, there's going to be a trailer happening, and it didn't happen. And then there's a lot of memes of Corey hiding and a bunch of people trying to find him. There was a meme of a cat behind a wall and 2 Dobermans just walking past the cat. It was very funny. But it's finally
a troll.
It was such a troll. But it's finally happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we got gameplay footage of God of War Ragnarok.
And it looks beautiful. And just so you guys know, I thought the first God of War, the God of War 2018, was a masterpiece.
Oh, it was fantastic. It won Game of the Year for that year too, right?
It did. Yeah, it got Game of the Year over Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, damn right it did.
A lot of people.
Yeah, it did. I was shocked as well when I heard, like, what? God of War won Game of the Year? Yeah.
Yeah, same. I had the same reaction.
Oh, I love it.
RDR2 won how many awards that year?
Oh, they won so many.
It was like that, The Last of Us, that just like took over.
Yeah. Oh God. So there's so much that they showed. There's so much, but
it looks so good.
It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. Atreus, it's got to be at least 3 years later because the voice actor just sounds completely different.
I say that I still stand by that. I think he's like 18 now, and I think in the previous one he was like probably 11 or 12.
You think it's a 6-year difference?
I think there could be a 6-year difference.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 years too. So he's not. So he would be probably 15 or not 15 by now. But we don't know yet. I still think it's 3. Nick thinks it's 3. You think it's 6. We'll just have to see who's right.
Might be. Yeah.
But honestly, I'm sorry, I'm just so shocked that they actually did it. Trying to remember myself.
Yeah.
So in the gameplay, you see Atreus conjuring a deer and him riding on it, and the deer's hitting people. Yeah. So he's getting into his powers. It's not just with his arrows anymore, so that's really cool.
That's
nice. Cool.
That's pretty dope that he has powers now, and
that's awesome.
That's his abilities.
Freya is part of the game, but in the trailer you see her try to kill Kratos with a sword. So
has no fury like a woman scorned.
Absolutely, especially a mother scorned.
True.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
That's you're definitely in shit on that part.
Absolutely. So Freya will be in this game. If I remember correctly, they have Ryan Hurst voicing Thor.
Yeah, the guy that played Odie in what is that biker game?
Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Odie from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Is, voicing Thor.
Christopher Judge is back at Kratos. Obviously, you can't get anybody better.
And I don't know if you heard, because we were all kind of talking at that point, kind of losing it.
Yeah.
But Odin has a big part in the story as well.
Really? No, I didn't notice that.
Odin is a big part of Ragnarok.
Ooh. Well, yeah. Like the actual Ragnarok, or are you talking about the game Ragnarok?
The both.
Okay.
He's gonna be.
That's gonna be cool.
He plays a pretty big part in the game, as well as he has a big part in Ragnarok, the mythology.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's gonna be super cool. So, I can't wait for it. What else is there? Oh, you meet Tyr. You meet a couple of people in the game. Tyr was a cool reveal. He was chained up and then they freed him, and then he stands up and he's towering over Kratos. And I think Kratos is like 5'11", like just 6 feet tall. He's still a tall dude.
Kratos is he's pretty big, man. I would probably say he's like 6'2", maybe Kratos.
Yeah.
He's not towering, but he's tall.
I mean, I think Kratos is up to Tyr's stomach at least.
He is.
Yeah.
I would say upper stomach to like almost
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah, Tyr's a tall dude. It was very cool how they showed off Tyr.
I'm gonna quote you right now, and I'm
Sure.
gonna say Tyr's a big boy.
Tyr's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's definitely a tall dude. For
yes,
sure.
he is. Apparently, in the after credits of the show, they did a little interview about some of the bigger games. They did God of War Ragnarok, and you find out that that dark skinned girl with the etchings on her neck and everything is Jotunheim. Is from Jotunheim. She's a giant.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, I believe that's what I heard. Yes.
All I hope is in Ragnarok they don't have those dark elves anymore. I hated those bastards.
Look, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, she's the last living giant. That's what. Yes, she is the last living giant from Jotunheim.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. That's what I see. I thought I heard that. Yeah. According to Nick, but yeah, there's when they were showing it as well. There's like it was like winter at one point, so everything's frozen and it's frozen and snowing. Then I guess it goes by multiple seasons. So I can't wait to figure out what the story is.
Well, it's actually no, it's not like seasons. It's Ragnarok is the world goes to hell, and in this way it becomes like a blizzard because
right.
if you remember at the end of the last one,
Thor.
Not Thor, but the blue dwarf. I can't remember his name. I'm blanking. Like
the blue. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. The brother.
He says.
Yeah.
He says it's getting really cold at the end of the first or God of War 2018.
Okay.
He goes, it's getting cold now, so you better be careful when you're out there.
Mm-hmm. He said. Nick says all the 9 realms are going to be part of the game as well, from what I read on the blog post. So we'll see. So we traveled through 3.
In the last one.
Yeah.
Was it 3 or was it 4?
So we went. You went to Jotunheim at the end of the game. You went to Helheim. Vanheim. And then.
And then there was one more.
There was one more. I remember going through one more.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. Helheim? No. Yeah. I don't remember, but it was.
Jotunheim, Vanheim.
If anybody remembers in the chat, let me. Muspelheim. That's it. Muspelheim. Yeah.
The fiery.
Yes. That was. I think that was your end game challenge area, because I remember fighting one of the Valkyries there.
Well, yeah, there was definitely a lot of challenge things there, but there was some story. It was
you're right. Yes, you're right.
There was some story where you had to get something from that realm.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
In 2018.
Yeah. But yeah, it looked really good. If you haven't seen that trailer separately, I suggest watching that trailer if you're a huge fan of the God of War franchise.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It shows off so well. I guess the one thing that kind of nicked me in the butt, and it's just a tiny nitpick, was that the combat looks the same, but if it's not broken, don't fix it.
True. Yeah.
Maybe they'll throw in. I watched it 10 times. It was so good, dude. It's so fucking great. I love it, and I can't wait for this to come out so much. I'm sorry, guys, but if I'm still streaming in the later future, this is not for you guys. That's all me. God of War, mine. I play it on my own because I cannot sit there a week at a time and just play it. I can't do it. I won't be able to do it.
That's torturous.
That's ridiculously torturous.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else about God of War, but I can't remember.
So those were all the games that were shown in this year's PlayStation Showcase.
Overall, a very good showcase.
Absolutely. They did a fantastic job.
Overall, though, how would you rate it? Out of 10.
Ooh, out of 10?
Yeah.
Honestly? I'd give it a solid 7.5, honestly.
Wow. I thought you were going to say higher than that.
7.5 to 8, man.
That's what I was gonna go with. I would say an 8, solid 8. There were some definitely misses.
Of course. Of course.
Like, yeah, for me, Gran Turismo 7 and uh, Extinction were definitely the low points.
Oh
I
yeah,
had
that's traction.
no
Yeah, yeah.
interest. I had no interest in that
Uh,
whatsoever.
Now next year we need to see Final Fantasy VII Remake Part Two. I mean, it could happen. Someone else might do it.
For sure.
I'm sure Square Enix will show it off when they get the chance.
Oh yeah. I will say that I'm disappointed that we didn't see any Hogwarts Legacy.
No,
Like,
that's right.
what?
We have not seen any Hogwarts Legacy this one. I didn't even think about
What?
that.
Why? Why?
I don't
I
know.
want to see Hogwarts Legacy so
Absolutely.
bad. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I
Uh,
think the biggest twist for me in this showcase was Wolverine. I did not expect that
sure.
coming out of left field at all.
Nobody did. Yeah. No. There was. They kept that so
They
silent.
did. There was
And
nothing about it. My father loves the Marvel games. My father loves the Avengers game a lot, and he'll research it if he likes it. He did not see anything about this Wolverine game, not one bit.
not. Yeah. Yeah. There was. I saw nothing on it, and I don't think anybody expected Wolverine at all.
No, I know I
It was a
didn't.
that was a well kept secret on
Absolutely.
Insomniac's part for sure.
So you're saying your miss, like so what's your biggest miss? You think would be Rainbow Six Extraction?
Uh, yeah, probably because I expect GT to be not interesting for me.
Yeah.
I expect it to not pique any sort of interest whatsoever for me. But Extinction is, it's they essentially played the same thing as before. There was nothing new.
Yeah.
I would say that, and probably GTA. To be honest with you, I mean, this thing is 3 gens old now.
You're not wrong. Actually, you know
Yeah,
what? I think I might agree with you on the misses there, the Extraction in GTA 5.
yeah, because we've seen GTA, we've played it
Mm-hmm. Many
for
years.
so long now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna pop off on a showcase or something,
Mm-hmm.
release something new, drop a new event or something
Okay.
just to celebrate the 3rd gen of this game. Or if they really wanted to blow people out of the water, tease GTA 6.
There you go. Yeah, I didn't see anything about GTA 6 at all. So we have a few things. Nick said a few things. So, going back to Hogwarts Legacy, they might be keeping Hogwarts on the down low so they can get actual gameplay ready to be showcased. That could be true. That could be a thing.
And
Absolutely.
I'm willing to wait. I mean, I
I'm on the
definitely.
way. Yeah, absolutely. It looks really good. Uh, they need to let GTA 5 just let go already. It's been out for so long at this point that
Yeah,
just don't
send
care.
that send that ship to sea, man.
Well, the problem is it's still so popular though. People still play it.
I
People spend money on it.
I get it, and I get
It
the
is a
whole
money
point,
thing.
but I honestly at that point, it's why do you gotta announce it? Just like, hey, guess what, guys, on Twitter
Yeah.
and do it once. We're gonna do a free upgrade for next gen, and that you could have left it at that. There's no more hype to be
No,
built.
there's not really a
We're
lot of
gonna
hype.
play
No,
it.
they
We're
tried.
gonna continue to play it. I mean,
They tried to hype it up a little bit for the next gen. So
yeah, and well, they did it at the Game Awards too, didn't they? Where they showed it off.
maybe, yeah. At this point, GTA 5 is gonna get memed on like Skyrim does. Well, hey, Skyrim is getting released for its 10-year anniversary for the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
I still love that meme that I said when we were watching
Oh.
the showcase. I saw a meme on Twitter where it said, uh, "Hey guys, we got our 10th anniversary of Skyrim.
Yeah.
We didn't fix anything, but you got a rowboat now.
Yes. Yes.
Yay!"
Welcome back, peace. Sorry if I didn't say anything earlier. I don't like to disrupt the flow of conversation during the Just Chatting stream. I want to make it as smooth as possible. But yeah. So I'm gonna ask the chat. If you've seen the PlayStation showcase or what you have heard here today from us, what is your favorite thing to come out of the showcase? There's a lot of things for me on this list to answer that, honestly. But for me, it's gotta be fucking God of War Ragnarok. That's just me. It's my favorite game. It's one of my favorite games.
For me, it's a tie between Spider-Man 2 and Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Those are like my
Yeah.
two that it's just like
I was
battle of the gods there at that point.
I was so much happier when I saw God of War Ragnarok finally come up the screen than I did for Spider-Man 2.
Well, probably because Spider-Man was kind of rumored and we knew it was coming soon, so
yeah, we were just waiting on Santa Monica to get a gameplay trailer released.
Yeah. True.
But yes, but Nick says Ragnarok 100%, Spider-Man 2 is a close second.
Yeah, I respect that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I do have a couple of surprise and disappointing no-shows though.
Sure.
Real quick.
Oh, absolutely. I have one I can think of the top of my head.
I'm surprised they didn't show PlayStation Among Us in any news on
They didn't. They said nothing about it. Not one thing.
Which is very shocking because they said it's supposed to come out this year, and we're at the last 3 months of the year, or last 4 months of the year now.
I know.
So, that's very shocking. Yeah. There was no like release date or something to expect it.
My biggest.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, my biggest disappointment would have to be Sly Cooper because these fuckers, I don't know if it was actually PlayStation, but it was like PS5, something like that. It was like one of those off-brand Twitter pages. Put up a photo of a newly rendered looking Sly Cooper. Said something about the company thinking about making it, and those motherfuckers got my hopes up. And I did not see anything about it, and now I'm shocked. And now I'm just sad. Now I'm just sad that I didn't see any Sly Cooper.
And they pissed in your Cheerios, didn't they?
They did. They pissed in my Cheerios, and I didn't like it.
A second thing for me, I got two more.
Sure.
Is I'm surprised there was no beta date announcement for Battlefield 2042. Because it's dropping sometime this month.
I think that's because Microsoft is taking that one when it comes to announcements and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because they are working with Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not Sony's thing. Sense. That's Microsoft. So I think they're the ones that would handle the announcements and stuff like that.
I totally forgot that they're working with Xbox.
Yeah. Nick's like, I would be down for a new Sly Cooper. It's been way too long, right? Like, give me a Legacy collection, please. I want it.
Yeah.
You can do it. It's just a PlayStation 2 game. You've done more with older games.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Jesus.
And my last one is I'm disappointed there was no Final Fantasy 16.
That one, again, would probably be shown by Square Enix. If anything, announcements like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be just straight out of Square Enix's mouth than anything else.
Yeah, but still, I would like...
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe you see something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, it is 9 o'clock right now. We did start a little late, but you know what? We still got, about an hour and 15 minutes in? That's Bing Bam Boom. We went through every single game on the list. We talked about a little bit of everything. You GTA 5, you sucked ass, and so did you, Rainbow Six Extraction. I didn't like you. All right.
Yeah, and Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah, I mean, it still looked pretty.
Oh, it did. And for the fans, I mean, good for you, good on you. You know, I'm excited for you on that. But for me, I've never been a GT fan, so yeah, it's not for me.
Yep. So I think we're ready to go into some community games now. So maybe we'll start off with Gartic Phone. So thanks a lot for coming in for the Just Chatting section. If you were, thank you, Joker, for talking about this with me, because I don't know if I would be able to do this by myself, talking out of my ass. Mr. Note Taker over here did his homework, watched it again.
Hey, no worries, man.
So,
it's a good showcase to watch again. So
yes, absolutely. I'm not as mad about Final Fantasy 16 as not being there. I'm not really interested in it, to be honest. The first trailer didn't really pull me in. I mean, it looks cool. Gotta say that. Okay, I think I might put this up on YouTube. So I'm just gonna do a little exit here. So thank you guys so much for joining in on the Just Chatting. Like and subscribe down below, and comment on what your favorite thing with the PlayStation showcase was. And we will see you guys. We will see you guys next time.